Today I'm going to show you how to do Lab 2.15, the Earthquake Epicenter Lab. The Earthquake Epicenter Lab has three parts. The first part is interpreting seismograms. You're going to be given data from three different seismograms, and you have to interpret what time the P wave arrives, what time the S wave arrives, and the difference between these two times. The second part of the lab is you're going to use the difference in those two times to put on the y-axis of this graph, which is the S&P wave interval graph. You're going to use those times to locate the distance of the seismogram from the earthquake's epicenter. The third part of the lab is using those distances to draw on a map of a portion of the United States the radius of three different circles and finding out where those three circles intersect, and that point is going to be where your epicenter is located. So the first seismograph that you're going to look at is from Helena, Montana, and each one of these is a minute mark on the 8 o'clock hour. You can see that the P wave arrived in Helena at 8:07. The S wave arrived a little bit later at 8:09. You're going to fill in those times here on your lab report. And then for the difference between these two waves, you are going to type in 2 minutes. You're going to use the 2 minutes that you found here to find out how far away the seismograph is from the epicenter of the earthquake. The way you do that is you locate your minute mark up on the y-axis. Here's 2 minutes. You're going to follow this across your graph until it hits the solid diagonal black line, and then you follow it down the graph to the x-axis. You can see that it lands right between 1200 and 1300, so it would be at 1250. You're going to follow the same exact procedure for San Diego and for Dallas. Please pay particularly close attention to where the S wave is coming in. It may not be starting right on the minute mark. When you have gathered all of your distance information, it's time to draw some circles on this map of a portion of the United States that shows where the epicenter is located. I have some pretend data that we're going to use so I can demonstrate how to draw on your map. I'm going to say that there was an earthquake and it was measured by Salt Lake City to be 500 kilometers away, Lincoln, Nebraska to be 800 kilometers away, and Santa Fe, New Mexico at 600 kilometers away. This is fake data. This is not the data you're actually going to be using, but the process is the same. You're going to use a straight line tool in your Word program, and you're going to come down to this scale at the bottom and measure out the distance for your first station, 500. I'm going to format that line so that it's a little darker and thicker so that everybody can see. Oops, I'm formatting the wrong line. Now I'm going to pick up my line. This one goes for Salt Lake City, and I'm going to place it directly on Salt Lake City so that one end of it covers the city's dot. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a circle. I'm going to draw a circle on my map, and I need to format this so that I can see through it. So I'm going to have it with no fill. I'm going to bring it over so that Salt Lake City is directly in the middle of my circle. And then I'm going to adjust my circle so that it has a radius the length of my black line. Next, I'm going to draw the line for Lincoln. I'm going to grab my straight line tool, measure 800. I'm going to format that line so that we can see it more clearly. And I'm going to pick that up, bring it over to Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm going to copy my circle, put it so that Lincoln is right in the middle, and then stretch it out so that the radius is the length of my line. And last, I'm going to measure out for Santa Fe. When you're done drawing your circles, you'll notice, if you did this correctly, that they intersect at one point. This little triangle that you see in the middle of the map where all three circles intersect is where the epicenter of the earthquake is. On your map, these circles will be located around 3 different stations, and they will be 3 different sizes, and your epicenter will be located in a different place because you are using different data. I hope this helps you with Lab 2.15. Please feel free to ask your teacher for questions. Thank you.